questionnaire here.
Mm-hmm.
Bob
Sewell
King
was
or
up here.
who?
Sewell, Martin Sewell.
Okay, I just heard that name from Ron Terry. First, is it Bob or Robert?
Robert.
Robert King.
Mm-hmm.
When and where were you born?
Nashville, Tennessee, in January 28th, 1945.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Central Howard. I went to East, and I graduated from North Night School.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
How did you wind your way up here to Akron from Nashville?
Well, I was 5 years old when my mother and father moved here
Okay.
to Cleveland.
Okay.
Went from Cleveland to a little place called Sugar and Falls,
Yeah.
right outside of
Yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah, that candy store and the popcorn store right above
Yeah.
there. And that was the first Yours Truly. There was a
Mhm.
restaurant called The Rain Tree, which had a clam chowder that was fantastic.
Mm. Yeah, and I went from there back to Nashville for me a year, and then from there back to, I came to Akron and been to Akron ever since. Yeah.
Okay. Did you play any sports in high school?
No.
How or what interested you in martial arts the first time?
Actually, it was TV. Yeah, it was TV. I was, all this jumping around and all that stuff, and then I found out when I finally got into it that that was kind of bogus, you know.
Yeah, that's funny
Yeah,
how
it was
reality
bogus.
strikes.
Yeah, yeah, that was bogus. But I went to work at Goodrich, and there I ran into Sewell, and I ran into Shy.
Okay. I was just going to ask you, how did you meet your first teacher? Okay.
Right.
Was he teaching when you met him? Did you meet him as a judo teacher, and that's what you
Yeah.
went to him for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sewell knew him first.
And that was more.
Not Sewell. I'm sorry, it wasn't Sewell. I can't think of the guy's name.
Well, that's okay, because I may be able to help you a little bit here. Let me see. If we're going to talk about Eugene Shy, these names should sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
James and Eugene,
Mm-hmm.
David Payne, Miles Lampkin, Lawrence
Lord have
Nixon,
mercy. Yeah.
Willie Williams, Miguel Moore, Tony and Toledo, Mr. Odom, Mr. Gates, Mike McCready, Bob King, Ron Terry, Janet Scobie, Akbar, Calvin Davis, Mitchell Sewell, John and Haslam,
Yeah.
and Joe somebody
Gullich.
else?
That's who.
Joe who?
Joe Gullich.
Gullich.
Yes. Joe Gullich. That's right. I thought he was
Gullich.
a-
And you are welcome. I think I just tapped into a whole bunch of names you haven't thought of for a long time. I've been doing this for about a week
Yeah,
now, and I see
yeah.
everybody's face when all these names come.
Mhm.
Okay, so you met Eugene Shy, and he was teaching judo.
Mhm.
And how old were you? You were working at Goodrich?
Mhm.
Okay.
I
And
was like 22, something like that.
okay. And where was he teaching? At a church, in a
South
basement?
Street.
Oh, it's the South Street School.
Right, South Street School.
And you guys didn't have mats, did you? You
Uh,
had like canvas over sawdust.
It was canvas over foam. No mat. Canvas over foam. Yeah.
And my understanding is you gentlemen threw a little bit harder back then than the gentlemen nowadays
Oh
throw.
my God, yes. You had to know how to do break fall. I mean, you had to know how to break fall. Michael McGrady taught me how to break fall off of the scissors. The scissors on your neck. I mean, he put one hand on his shoulder and you swing through the air and clamp your head like this and roll you back this way. And you had to know how to break fall. And once you saw it done, it's very easy. make a mistake, a whole lot of people be crying.
Now, when you were on South Street, who was this first group of students that hung around there? Who were the first people teaching there with Professor Shy and James Shy?
Oh, his name was Winston.
Winston?
Yeah, I can't think of his last name. Winston. Oh, and he had a tie toast that was, he hit it, bam. It was so slick and so pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, but he, once he got out of it, he never came back.
Mm.
And he was extremely good.
Now, David Payne, Shy's judo teacher, did you ever
Mhm.
meet him? Or
Yes, I did.
Oh,
one
did you
time.
get to touch hands with him? Did he
Yeah.
throw people around?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I met him, actually, I met him here. He was right out in the backyard there. He knows a lady here, and he came here.
Okay.
And I thought Payne was a giant or something. Little bitty guy like me.
And who was Willie Williams?
Willie Williams. I know the name, can't place it with a face.
Okay.
Mm.
So when you first went into South Street, Winston was there, Shy was there.
Mhm.
Was Ron Terry there at this time? Did he
No.
already started? He was later?
It was quite a bit later.
Okay.
Let's
Was
see.
McCrae there?
McCrae was there. Oh, yes, McCrae.
Legs like tree trunks.
Yeah, yeah, and so strong, it was scary. It was so strong.
What's his first name? Is it
Willie. I think it's Willie.
Willie McCrae?
Yeah, it's Willie. I think so. But he had Hanny Ghost. He had a Hanny Ghost old groomer. He would go up with you looking at you this way and spin his whole body, stick that leg straight out like this. Whew, you talking about a break fall. Lord hammers. I never seen anybody hit a Hanny Ghost in Randall.
Okay.
I never seen him hit it
It's a big honking throw.
Yeah, yeah.
So after South Street, where did the school head to after that?
It went to, where was that? Went from Copley Road,
Okay.
and it was up there, oh boy, like 5 or 6 years or something like that.
Was it shared with other martial arts for a time? Was it in somebody's house?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was in a storefront,
Okay.
right where that, oh boy, it's not Dollar General, but it's right there on the corner of Stoner.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know
that's
Stoner,
where it
yeah.
was. It was a row of buildings, real similar to the ones that the school, the last place the school was. It was just a row of buildings. They had a church in one building and school in the next building.
Did you know Calvin Davis?
Yeah, very faintly. He was,
Taekwondo teacher?
yeah, I didn't have much contact with him.
How did, now, Miles Lampkin was a student of David Payne with Shy? Did they learn together?
Yeah, we all three were together. See, Miles Lampkin learned his karate in Korea.
Okay.
Okay. He was a martial artist. He was over in Korea, in the Korean War. And he was doing his hand-to-hand thing. He was something else. Yeah. Had hands, oh my God. The man's hands was like they were that wide. Miles was the guy.
And Lawrence Nixon, was he karate?
Yes.
Okay.
Lawrence Nixon was his top student at that time.
Oh, he was Miles. Okay, that's right. Miles
Right.
Davis.
Right. He was with he was Miles. He was karate with Miles, and they thought, you know, they're the greatest thing coming until Mike McGrady go in and spank everybody and come back to you.
How did McGrady work into this? When did he get involved? How did he?
McGrady was involved before I was.
Okay.
He was a little kid when he started.
Okay.
Yeah. And McGrady could get out of anything, and strong, little fast as a cat, and could get out of just about anything.
Okay. Okay. Now, did you ever meet Gene Chicoine?
No.
Okay. You ever meet any of the Feminong guys? Any of the Kung Fu guys?
I
Stuck mostly with the judo and karate?
yeah.
Okay.
Right. I didn't go into that.
Did you know George Anderson?
You didn't have to play.
Okay. Now, it took me a while to figure things out when I got to Keno's. I had to realize that racism played a big part in that whole group of people coming together.
Right.
And it was a racism I didn't understand, because I grew up where like somebody told a black joke and that was all I knew of racism. I didn't grow up seeing like somebody try to break your arm because you were black or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the camaraderie that existed. And then when that kind of settled in my head, I realized why there's a core group that really stuck together. And I also realized that like nowadays, if you want to learn martial arts, it doesn't matter if you're black. Just look in the phone book and just go take a school. But in the 1950s,
Right.
that was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
And I didn't grasp that when Shai first said that. You know, we were the first black school. I was like, so what at first? And I thought about it. I was like, oh, so what in the 90s? Yeah, but back in the 1950s, that's a huge deal.
Right.
You know,
That was.
50s, 60s, 70s, even early 80s.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. And you mentioned having a lot of awkward experiences going to places. I think you told me some guy, his coach said to break your arm or something like
Right.
that.
Right. I had one guy pop my knee out. I mean, it sounded just like a shotgun going off. The throw was illegal. And I didn't know how he did it, but it hit my knee, and it went off like a shotgun. And I wrapped it up, show you how honorary it was. I wrapped it with a Spanish and finished the tournament. I came in second or third or something like that. But boy, that scared me, because when you got all that adrenaline going, it ain't the pain.
Yeah.
It just scared me.
Yeah.
And then after the tournament over, boy, that knee hurt me. Oh my God. Oh, but hey, that's the way we did it. And
Did you travel with James and Eugene Shai to Detroit?
no,
Do you remember?
no, I never had a chance. I never went through that.
Did you ever go with them to train with Sensei Nakamura?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
McGrady and them did that.
And then after the school on Copley, is that when it moved to Copley and Hawkins, or was there anywhere in between?
No, it stopped. Oh boy, I don't know the name of the street, but it was off of not Hawkins, but Diagonal Road.
Okay.
Diagonal and Stone or something like that.
Store.
Store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Diagonal and Store.
Yeah.
It was a storefront. Once again, had a school on one side, a church on the other. And they never understood, you know, the correlation between the church and the school. Until now he's dead, now everybody talk about it, but that's the way it was supposed to go. You know, it wasn't just a martial art, something you play, it was supposed to be taken religiously. And nobody understood that. Nobody understood
Well, maybe a couple did.
that.
Uh,